All right. Welcome, family. It's Chi Vital, and I'm back with another tool for your toolkit. I'm letting you know that I'm live and ready to go. I need you all to get your notebooks ready. Jumping in here, gang. Shouts out to HOC. We got the Occult College with a K in the building. Peace, Lee. I want to definitely touch on this beautiful part of ourselves that often will go unnoticed until there's an issue. So if you're ready, let me see your notebooks, and I'm going to get into this so that you can add this to your wheel. I see some Occult College in the building. I see the graduation caps. Peace. Welcome. Thank you for the love from Las Vegas. West Coast, definitely. It's very good to myself. All right, let me jump in. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. As much love as possible as we can see, it helps us to grow and get this information out. So the next element we're going to be working on for tonight is going to be the metal. Okay, so there's two organs that belong to the metal element, but we are going to be focused on the lungs. Write that down as the title for you today will be the lungs. The ninth official, number 9. All right. The lung, aka the greater yin. The greater yin. So for those of you who don't know, and just as a reminder for those of you who do, yin has a receptive nature. All right. So the title, The Greater Yin, should give you some inclination as to what function the lungs have in our energy systems and in this process of becoming golden. The lungs are the organs. I say organs, it's one, but there's two physically there, right? Are the ones that directly bring in heavenly chi. It's important to note. The lungs receive heavenly chi, pure chi. This is where we get pure chi from the outside. This is not just clean air. This is the prana. This is the energy that animates the body and fuels all of the other systems. If we stop breathing, if we stop pulling in this pure chi, we cease to exist physically. So the metal element, hey, peace, Delroy, welcome. First timer in the building. Governs the spirit of Po, the animal spirit, Po, P-O. So you all remember Po, the panda in Kung Fu Panda, Po, all right? This spirit, the animal spirit of us, is very important because this is a protective force, right? But it's also, the whole storyline was about the ability to just to keep what really makes sense and to let go of what is unnecessary. So this element, this organ, the power of the lungs, has to do with being able to receive what is necessary. The counterpart or the partner in this element being the large intestine that we're not going to talk about, for the becoming golden, because it's not a part of this system or practice that I'm giving you. The large intestine, just so you have a whole picture, is for letting go. So it's a system of receiving and letting go. And if you imagine a system of receiving and letting go, you will see that through energetically through the lungs, you receive like the nourishment, but really it's like the food, the drinks, everything, the air, it comes in. But just because you've taken it in doesn't mean that everything you've taken in is necessary for life. So you just take out of it what you need, and then what you don't need, you need to let go so that you can keep on moving forward. Does that make sense? All right. So, of the personality types, metal tends to get a bad rap because if you think of metal, right, it can be cold, hard, um, and emotionally might seem that way as well. It's not like earth and warm and and cuddly, or like summer, with pardon me, a fire, right? And you're like get together and you're like excited and all of that. And it's not like winter all the way either, because winter is it's quiet, but this metal is really about, and I'll say again with the winter is like this planning, right? So it's very focused. But this metal type, um, from my own experience, has been like those who have very select friends, right? Very select, like they have friends that are absolutely necessary and they see the necessity of them in their lives and they have no need for any excess. But they can come across as cold because they do not connect unnecessarily with anyone. And they're very good at letting go. Like if it doesn't serve a purpose, it doesn't have a place. So you can also consider someone who is a healthy balance of metal. They have a very minimalistic type household. Like I need one table to eat at, to study at, to write notes at. I don't need a dining table and an office and a play table. Like they're like very, this is what I need. I have a laptop. I don't need a desktop as well. Like they only what's necessary. All right. And this is very important for us to grasp in wholeness because um if we don't have a healthy relationship with getting rid of unnecessary things, then we get blocked up. And you see the relationship with the large intestine. If the large intestine is blocked up, then we won't be able to bring in or take in what is necessary. And things can either continue to wash out, diarrhea, or you can have constipation where you're just no letting go. So too much letting go or none at all. So you always want to find a healthy balance. Okay. Um, So then on the flip side, although metal can come across as cold, right? They are about substance, strength, structure. So if you come across one of these individuals and they are impressed with your ability to provide substance in what you're sharing, um, so I am a practitioner. So if I have a client who's really pleased with my services, they feel like their needs were met, and they received a good service, they are absolutely going to be the number one advocate for everyone needs to see me as a practitioner. Why? Because they're only going to spread necessary news and information to other people. If they see that there's something of value, they will definitely share it. Otherwise, they let it go. All right. The emotion associated with metal is grief. So let me know if I'm going too fast, but I am going to make sure you get this information because tomorrow will be the final element. We went over fire, but I'm going over another component of fire. Tomorrow will be the final one, early out. So I want to make sure that you get this information. All right. So as you can see, if you have a relationship with someone that is a metal type, it's a good thing going for you because they definitely see the value of your being related to them in some way. So thumbs up to you. All right. And I think that's the plus side. So the other thing I want you to notice, like I like to use analogies so that you really, really get the point. Think of the wires in some type of machine. The wires in themselves create that structure and they serve a very specific purpose. The conductivity of the material so that electricity can pass through, right? That's all that is necessary for the whole system to work. If there's some type of breakdown in that structure, the network cannot communicate with each other. So if there's a breakdown in communication, then the outward product cannot be completed. It cannot do what it's supposed to do. So imagine, right? I said there's two things that correlate. One is communication. Metal and communication go hand in hand. Two, I said the spirit of the body, the Po. Without this physical body, we don't have anything to animate our spirit. We would just be a consciousness. So it's important for this experience as human beings to have access to this energy and have flow, good flow in the chi. Okay? Does that make sense? The season associated with the metal element is autumn. I like to use the word fall because it gives you more of a picture of what it's like. And I love the relationship between the tree and the leaf. Okay? Most times we think of the leaf falling off of the tree, but I like to zoom into the relationship between the tree and the leaf, that there's a mutual letting go during the fall. There is a mutual letting go from the fall. Between the tree and the leaf. Okay? Because of that, the leaf that falls can go down into the earth to enrich the minerals, and new leaves can sprout from the tips from where the old leaf fell. If that process of letting go does not happen, what's new with fresh energy, with beautiful and vibrant, cannot be born again. So if we don't let go, the rest of the branch will die. There'll be nowhere for this new chi to move out. All right. Some of the imbalances that are associated will be communication, throat spasms, communications, the joints, right? That connect everything in the body. Rheumatic pains. So those of you who are familiar with rheumatic arthritis, that's in the joints specifically, right? Rigidity, stiffness in the spinal cord, in the spinal column. Okay. Let's see, trembling as well. So you may hear someone who has a voice that sounds like they're crying, but there's no tears. It's just the voice sounds like it's crying. It sounds like someone who is crying. That is one of the sounds of someone who has this element as their constitution. Okay. What else did I want to share with you? You need to know your hours and the color. So the color is white, and the hours are it's tiger. So it's 3 to 5 a.m. Yeah. 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. So that transition between liver, when the hun goes out and comes back, right? 3 to 5 a.m., you should be doing your breathing meditations so that you can get the fresh chi, that's available from the heavens at that hour, that is the best time to begin your breathing exercises. And for you, your homework is going to be the she sound 36 times. So you're going to put your hands, I'm going to stand up for this one. Put your hands behind your back, okay? And you're going to say, she, 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 she. Were you able to hear that? All right. Let me see. Anything else that I want you to make sure you have? The lungs govern the skin. So go figure, the skin is the largest organ on the body, and yes, the skin breathes. So the skin must breathe. If the skin is having any trouble breathing, you're going to see things like eczema, rashes, psoriasis, or you may see acne, breakouts, and that can be very well connected to the lungs. Okay? So get your breathing in so that you can get this shining on throughout the day. And that's it for tonight. All right? If you really loved this video and it was helpful to your practice, make sure you thumbs up and share it in the group so everyone has their homework. Peace, love, and bliss to you all. And thank you, Arizona, for such a dope experience. I'm out.